this entire city, destroyed by a god driven mad by jealousy, envy of his own son. Even now, they sit on their crumbling thrones and presume to judge their former puppet. While below, the titans I have summoned await me, ready to march on Olympus and correct so many of the mistakes of the past. But if I am to lead an army as mighty as the titans, I must prove my worth. There remain those who call themselves heroes. There is even talk of one who considers himself a god, issuing challenges to all who would answer. Heed my words, mortals. Tread lightly on the earth. Beware the ghost of Sparta! Another demon sent by this so-called god. He can join the rest.
My ice cream cone. That was a mistake, buddy.
A mistake I can correct, if you like.
Maybe you didn't hear me, friend. There's a debt here, and I'm ready to settle up.
Stand aside.
Pick that up and pay for it.
The ghost of Sparta bends to no mortal. Once again, those foolish enough to stand against me have learned the folly of such actions. My destiny lies not with mortals. I must topple Olympus, and all who occupy it once and for all. Titans! The son of Zeus has returned! Our hour is at hand, and we march now upon the gods! No creature sent from Earth, Olympus, or Hades itself can withstand our assault. And to Zeus, and the Cretans who kneel at his feet, I bring an army unlike any you have fought before. The ghost of Sparta brings ruin to Olympus.
Whoa! There's the gang! And Sunny Funny is with them. Hey guys, do you want to go to the movies?
The movies? No. Check out this new comic book.
Wow, Joe Chan is such a great hero.
Look how he handles all those bad guys.
I guess being in your own comic would be cool. If you're into that sort of thing.
My own comic book? I'd have to be a hero like Joe Chan. But how can I do that? Yeah, I know. I gotta believe. What's with the monkey chase?
Why did you stop me? Those monkeys are taking over the planet!
That's the first monkey I've seen all day. What world are they taking over?
You must be working for Spectre too. Well, this net will hold you as well as it does those monkeys.
There's no way you can put me in a net.
And what makes you think you can stop me?
Yeah, I gotta believe. The gang, I thought I'd never see them again.
Parappa, you're back.
We've all been wondering where you went.
It's good to see you all too. Is that Joe Chan on that poster?
Yeah, he's gone missing.
It seems as though he wanted to be in some contest, but he wasn't invited.
No one knows where he is now.
A contest? I wonder. Let's go to Club Fun.
Sounds fun. Are you going to perform, Parappa?
Yeah, and I can't wait to show off my new style.
Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Titania, there lived a beautiful princess whose love for her people was almost, but not quite, exceeded by her love for cake. So legendary were her cravings that all the neighboring kingdoms had learned to expect visits from the princess and her guards in search of more. One day, a messenger brought word of a new land, one whose cake supplies had not yet been depleted by her prodigious appetite. The king knew better than to try and stop his daughter, but insisted his best soldiers accompany her and ensure her safe return. And so the princess set out on her great adventure, She did not go looking for trouble, but when cake is involved, trouble is often not very far away.
Delicious!
Wow. Now I have seen everything.
Kind sir, do you have any cake by chance?
I'm not looking for cake, Princess. I'm looking for special people. Have you seen any?
Well, there's no need to be rude about it.
Rude. You're gonna wish for rude when I'm done with you.
Bring it on, you ruffian!
It had been, by far, the longest the princess had been away, so the people of Titania were elated to see her approaching the castle at last. Everyone could not wait to hear of her adventures in lands so far away. Was there cake there after all? Was it sweeter than any she'd had before? Did she bring back a piece to share? Alas, she had not. Instead, she'd brought back something that, while perhaps not as delicious as a cake, would help spread joy throughout the kingdom of Titania for years and years to come.
I love this old heap. She's always there for me. Seems almost as eager as I am to show her stuff. Show everyone what a great team we are. Besides all that, she still makes the best ice cream around. Not a lot of people know that. Guess most people never bother to ask. But I'm not just the ice cream man anymore. And if Calypso or anyone else wonders what I can do on my own, I'm gonna answer them now. I'm going to show everyone what happens when Sweet Tooth gets out of the truck. Such sweet, cold perfection, a round ball of heaven balanced on a delicate cone, so pleasing to the senses. Who doesn't love an ice cream cone? Pretty neat trick there, pal. Let's see if I can match it.
Another cretin sent by a so-called god. Leave, or join those who have come before you.
Well, get a load of you, Cupcake. You know, I worked real hard on that ice cream cone, real hard. Dunno if you got any money in that skirt of yours, but one way or the other, you're paying for it. All these stories seem to go the same way. Me against the world, and me the winner. They all learn sooner or later they got more than they bargained for. Did some real damage back there. Still, can't say I didn't miss my old truck. Yeah, there she is. Faithful as ever. She was already the best thing on wheels before any of this. But wait till Calypso gets a load of my new upgrades. Oh, man, he's never gonna know what hit him. Sweet Tooth is back, baby. Bigger than ever.
Power. All men crave it. Some fight for it tooth and nail. Never understanding the struggle to hold it only leads to it slipping through the fingers. Power always finds its way to me, and always when it is most needed. Now, for example, Helgan is under assault by the ISA, an invasion which threatens our very existence. While beyond this planet and the warships massing above it, there are rumors of even more formidable opponents. A weak man might wait for those who oppose him to reveal themselves. Luckily enough for Helgan, I am not a weak man. No, I will find those who seek to do us harm. I will find them, and I will show them what true power looks like. I'm afraid my search for a worthy opponent may have been in vain. If this is the true threat to the Helghast, we have nothing to worry about. One side, I have work to do. Speak clearly. You should have moved when you had the chance. Now, are you going to stand there mumbling, or do you know how to use that sword? Good. Let's hope this provides more than a momentary diversion. Though somehow, I think it won't. The warriors I've encountered were among the most worthy of my talents. It's almost a pity none were my equal. Though, not unexpected. Unfortunately, this diversion has done little to stem the flow of ISA forces to Helghan. My planet needs leadership now, more than ever. Strong leadership, bringing order to Helghan while protecting it from outside forces. Leadership born of respect. And respect, of course, is born of power. And if the people of Helghan and the ISA invaders think they know the power I carry, they're wrong. And being wrong in this case will cost them dearly.
Sly! Emergency! This is terrible!
What? The greatest thieving guy in history suddenly decided to go straight?
Look, here and here. It's a clean job, there's no doubt about it. Very clean, very professional. I wouldn't have caught it myself if I wasn't looking for it.
Bentley, what am I looking at? I don't see anything here.
That's just it. They're not there. At least 2 pages are missing. Maybe more.
Missing? But it's been locked in a vault since we recovered it.
Or so we thought. These pages were removed recently, Sly.
Abbury put a new air freshener in the van. We're gonna find those pages, and whoever took them. Uh-huh. There they are.
I'm sure I'm getting closer. I can just figure out this last bit.
Careful, careful. A real thief would know just how valuable those are.
And I suppose you know what they are, huh, Squirrel Boy?
Sure, they're mine.
Really?
They're definitely not the property of some 2-bit treasure hunter who found them.
Well, it shouldn't be too much trouble for you to take them off me, then. Come on.
What a score! What a lunatic risk! Do you have any idea how many times we almost bought it out there?
I know how many times we didn't. What a team! You guys were dynamite.
It's true! Our awesomeness did explode like dynamite in their fat faces!
Looks like you picked up a few moves out there.
Oh, that's not all I picked up. Read 'em and weep, fellas. No, seriously, read them. I can't make heads or tails of them.
They've been rewritten in ancient Mesopotamian. The only translator I know of lives in Istanbul.
Whoa! Check out this speed! I can get us there by midnight! Buckle up, Broncos! The van's running hot!
So what is that, anyway?
Well, I can't make out the writing, but there's something about the drawings. You know, I think I recognize some of these locations. And these? These are coordinates. Someone was plotting a route to something, but
how about a break for a change? You know, there's nothing wrong with enjoying a little quiet time.
Come on, Sully, you don't go through the trouble of making a map like this unless you're after something pretty valuable. Or hiding it.
Sounds like something we need to get a look at.
Better us than someone else, right?
Yeah, well, speaking of someone else, whoever wrote those pages is gonna want it back.
People want all kinds of things. It's getting them that's the trick. Fire up the plane. We're heading out. You know, either I'm going crazy, or some of this gibberish is starting to make sense to me.
No, you're definitely going crazy. Those belong to yours truly.
Really? Actually, I've kind of grown attached to them.
You still don't have any idea what they are, do you? Why don't you let a real treasure hunter take care of them?
Well, aren't you adorable?
I'll tell you what. You give me those papers, and I'll save you the embarrassment of having them taken off you.
I don't think so, Roadkill. Sully, man, are you a sight for sore eyes?
Yeah, I missed you too.
I'm not kidding. You wouldn't believe some of the things I saw out there. And most of them had it in for me.
You don't look any the worse for wear. Couldn't have been that bad.
Oh, seriously, these were some real freaks.
What is it with you and these stories, Nick? Did you get the treasure or what?
Come on, you gotta have more faith in me, Sully. All right, I'll show you what I found, if you think you can handle it.
Whoa! Yeah, I don't know what you've been up to out there, but this old crate hasn't flown this well in years. Keep it coming, kid. Let's see where it takes us.
I punched a chicken.
This whole city is falling apart. Ravaged by fear, plagued by looters and gangs. It's tearing itself apart at the seams. With all my powers, I can't hold it together myself. I need help. The kind only people like me can provide. I've heard of some sort of activity. A gathering of a special group of people. Conduits? Good? Bad? I won't know until I find them. But I know I have to find them. Have to do what I can to bring them back with me. To help me save this city. Is there something I can help you with?
What are you doing here?
I'm just looking for certain people.
And if they don't want to be found?
No, I'm afraid it's too late for that. We're all going to be involved in this sooner or later.
Not me. Leave me out of it.
You're either going to help me, or I'm going to stop you. Here. I don't know if those people were conduits or what. It's long past the time I could worry about who's on which side. I've got work to do. It's time to end this, once and for all. Time to show everyone what I can do and why I'm doing it. I'm gonna save this city, or die trying. Some say there's a war coming. Those people have already lost. This isn't the kind of war with sides. This is a race to the top. I'm already on top, and I'm only gonna get stronger. To do that, I need to destroy all other conduits, add their powers to mine. And to do that, I need to find them. Now I may have that chance. There are rumors of some sort of gathering, a collection of special people. Conduits? Whatever. They sound like people I should go introduce myself to. I hope they're ready. Good afternoon, ma'am. Quite an interesting looking group. Anything I can help you with? It was a simple question.
I said, surrender your cake.
Oh, Your Highness, I'm not sure you know who I am, but I can tell you I am not in the habit of surrendering.
Guys, let us teach this knave a lesson.
Okay, princess. How about instead of cake, stuff my foot in your mouth? One step closer. The people I fought and beat didn't understand. It's not surprising. Most people don't understand. They're scared of the powers conduits have. Some conduits fear their own power, refuse to unleash it. Well, I'm not scared. The power we have isn't a plague. It's not dangerous. Still, it's probably smart to be a little scared. Because while the power itself isn't dangerous, I am.
Come on, pal. If there were any gold bolts out here, space pirates would have picked them up by now. Let's go home and finish Season 5 of Trick Out My Dropship, huh?
I will remind you that without gold bolts, there is no money for a Space Fix subscription.
Good point. Where to next?
A survey of materials recovered from microdebris along congruent vectors originating in this quadrant indicates a high likelihood of gold bolt production.
Well, that sounds worth checking out.
Might I suggest we align our search along the following criteria?
Hang on a second. The trans-scaling reductive subinverters picked something up. Let's head that way. I bet that's where we'll find the bolts.
We could do that instead.
On the way there, can you make sure our Spaceflix queue is updated? I'd hate to have to sit through another episode of Horgspleen plus 13. I'm starting to wonder if that signal we picked up was real or not. Have you seen even one gold bolt?
No, but we have found that.
Yeah, I'd rather have the bolts.
What was that? My friend was merely commenting on the small likelihood of your leading us to...
Did that tin pot just call us worthless? Show him, Jack! Show him what we're worth.
Now, I am sure there is a reasonable solution we can arrive at.
I think this is plenty reasonable. Let's settle this. That was really something. And different.
Quite exciting.
You know who would have loved that? Quark. Well, probably just as well he isn't here. I think he's still a little irritated about that pair of stunderwear I snuck into his suitcase.
It would be very amusing, at least.
As fun as all that was, we still haven't found those gold bolts.
Shall we resume our search?
Sounds like a plan to me. And whatever we run up against, I get the feeling we're more ready than ever to handle it.
So where are we heading anyways? And don't say somewhere that-a-way again.
Believe me, I wish I could say exactly, Daxter. I'm positive there's a new source of eco out here somewhere.
More eco? Are you sure about this?
From what I've heard, this is something different. Powerful stuff. And we may not be the only people looking for it.
Why do I get the feeling your neck is gonna need saving again? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens my calendar's clear today. And tomorrow.
It's good to have you here looking out for me, Dax.
Isn't that what I always do? You know, we've run into some real freaks on this little adventure of yours. Like that thing, for example. 2 heads!
What'd you just say?
Pardon me?
Oh, the little one is just a sidekick.
Did that weasel creature just call me a sidekick?
Weasel creature!
Maybe it's time someone taught you some manners.
Well, that was different.
Yeah, some of those people were pretty interesting. The important thing is they're gone now, and the planet is safe again.
No, the important thing is we're finally going home. I know a certain girl wearing a certain pair of pants I'm long overdue to see.
Yeah. It'll be good to see Kira again, too.
Yeah, we got some stories to tell, huh? Don't worry. I'll make sure to mention your part in all this. Maybe.
The fact is, I'm not even sure how we pulled a lot of that off. It must have something to do with this new eco we found.
Really? I'd say I was my usual spectacular self, same as always. Say, you want to step on it? I'm getting hungry.
Buckle up, buddy. Let's see if we can get back in time for lunch.
What's that? This one still sees the sunshine. Look, Mr. B. Jump! Jump! No one needs to get hurt. No one, unless we miss a skip. I like you ever so much. So full of stuffing. He's my new friend, Mr. B. You'll never split us in two. Go back to your underswappy, Mr. B. Mr. Bubbles, and we'll search the place from tail to top. And if we find no tattle and me, maybe we'll dine on ham and jeremy. La 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 la. If we can't find come on, Mr. B. Some friends stay. And some friends go, some friends we never see again. But we keep going on and on, don't we, Mr. B?
This city is lousy with demons. They're everywhere if you know what to look for. Not that I'm looking. If it were up to me, they'd stay in the underworld. But I guess no one asked me. They don't ask. They just drag me down into limbo for a little chat. Me? I like to talk with my swords and my guns. And I kind of feel like talking now. Doesn't matter to me what they look like or where they're from. I'm coming for the demons. And when I'm done, none of them will be left standing. You'd think the demons would know better by now. They must be as dumb as they are ugly. Okay, so they're not all ugly. And who sent you, sweetheart?
I've been sent by no one. I determine where I go, and whom I fight.
Bad choice this time. I guess we're all entitled to one, though.
The choice was made when I first picked up this weapon. Since then, I need only move forward. Through you, if need be.
Oh, it needs be. But remember, when the blade is at your throat, I gave you a chance to walk away. I'd say that was a piece of cake, but you don't use a sword like mine to cut cake. You know, I don't even think those were all demons. I'm not really sure what some of them were. Doesn't matter. Swords and guns don't care, and neither do I. They're gone now. I'm still here. So come on then. Send the demons. But I'm warning you. If you thought it was tough fighting me before, it just got a whole lot tougher.
ようやく長年の研究の成果が出たか。調合は完璧。そして驚異的な結果だ。若さを手に入れた。新しい世界が開けたぞ。もう何もわしを遮るものはない。さあ、この新しい体を試す時だ。今までよりも厳しく強く試さねばならん。そのためにはわしのくだらん家族の相手はしておれん。今まで相手をしたことがない強者が必要だ。この新しい三島平八と戦う準備ができておればよいがな。なんだここは。全くもって自分の力を試すことができそうもないな。話にならん。ん？猫が2匹。まったくもって時間の無駄だな。何？わしが貧弱な老人に見えるか？口は災いのもとだ。敬意を示すとはどういうことか。忘れんようその体に叩き込んでやる。予想以上の成果だ。心技体、全てが絶頂期だった頃に戻ったようだ。若き頃の体を取り戻した今、我が体内に燃え盛る炎もより強く熱く燃え上がっておる。それだけではない。若さ以外の新しい力も手に入れることができたようだ。世界は三島平八にひれ伏すことになるだろう。
because of you, sword. And what did it ever bring them in return? Nothing. Nothing but pain and sorrow. Now I realize, without me, you are nothing but an ornate lump of metal. I will unlock all your secrets, tame you, wield you, and release my people from your shackles. There is a place filled with warriors who consider themselves my equal. There, I will be tested and prove myself worthy. I will become master of this sword, and none will learn so faster than those who stand in my way. With each victory, I feel the power getting stronger within me. Soon, I'll have total control of this blade.
Soon? Soon is already too late.
I've no quarrel with you, stranger. Keep that blade sheathed and you can walk away unscathed.
You have to know that's not happening. Does this look like the kind of sword you keep hidden?
Then I'm afraid you won't be walking away from here at all. All along, it was me who held the power. The others who stood against me, the ones I've defeated, saw it. And now I see it too. The armies of Bohan sense that things have changed. Their great numbers are meaningless against me. It's not the sword. It's me. The one who holds it. Without me, the sword is nothing. This is the moment I was born for. When I wield the sword, evil cannot stand. My people will be free. Bohan, you've lost already. I am Nariko. I am your doom!
My adult life has been spent helping people the best way I know how. With my sword. It's my job now. Training those strong enough to defend themselves and protecting those who aren't. I'm being sent on another mission. Someone is bringing a bunch of people together. No one knows why, but it doesn't sound good. Not sure they need my help, or want it. But from what I can tell, there's a force here bigger than anyone's imagined. One way or the other, I'm going to find whoever's behind this. I don't think he's going to make it easy. Fine by me. I've never liked it when things are too easy.
You one of us?
I'm here alone. I'm not working with anyone.
I'm asking if you're a conduit. After looking at you, I really don't need to ask.
You sound like you're looking for someone. Is it me?
I'm just asking if you're with me. There's a storm coming in, and it's good to know who your friends are.
I said I'm here alone. I'm not your friend.
Well, that's too bad. And I'm a good friend to have. You've already picked your side, so there's only one thing left to do.
The target's been neutralized, and so have those who stood with him, or against me. I don't know what good I did there. I guess some people were spared having to deal with it. I'd like to think that was it. The last mission. Time to go home. But there's always someone who needs protection. Someone who can't help themselves. Someone I can help. As long as they're out there, there will be no end to the fighting. Not sure that's a bad thing. After all, that's what I was built to do.
If you were to say your myogenic cardiovascular organ was found in your chest, you'd be technically right, but spiritually wrong. Whether it's a welcoming palace or a home sweet hovel, your home is where your heart is. Consider Sackboy. His home is Little Big Planet, the ever-expanding ethereal dreamscape of endless possibilities. Even the invading Negativitron couldn't persuade the diminutive creature of cloth to forego his crafted world. Indeed, it was he who kicked their bottoms out and returned Little Big Planet to its former glory. And it's no wonder. He's a Little Big Planetian, for goodness sake. We live to create, and create to live. To hear of worlds where destruction outpaces creation is like nails on a chalkboard, wounding to the soul. If these worlds crying out for his special brand of creativity exist, Sackboy must search them out. What wonders will he find, reshape, and make so much better? We can only dream.
Unzip him, Mr. Bean. Unzip him. Ah, look. It's a fresh one, Mr. B. Hey, look. I like him. So ready to unstuff. Challenge. Challenge. Only one will win. Right, Mr. B? 1, 2. Fundamental truth. 3, 4. Never darken my door. He's full of cuddles, Mr. B. Can I have him? He's my new friend. I don't care what you say. Mine! Mine!
Like the blissful memory of a wonderful dream, our little sack chum returns. Hope he's brought us a prezi. Of course he has. It's the stuff of dreams, the elixir of life, the primordial soup of free thinking. And if we want to exchange this gift for socks, I'll bet he's got the receipt too. And what's in all this for him? Sackboy ventures to worlds troubled by chaos and strife, returning with the building blocks of pure imagination so that we can play with them and fashion them into new worlds. So where's his glittering prize? We are his reward. Sackboy's heart is filled with contentment when the Little Big Planetian creates and shares. As long as we keep on making and giving, he keeps on smiling. After all, what was it we said at the start of this journey? Oh yes, something about hearts and homes. And isn't Little Big Planet your home away from home? Sackboy has shown us once again, you're always welcome home.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, having somehow defeated Zarok and banished his dark minions from Gallowmere, he has taken his improbable place in the Hall of Heroes. But after centuries of revelry and mirth, word has come that a new threat gathers in distant lands. Zarok again? Could the evil wizard somehow have returned once more? No, come on, that is ridiculous. But whatever has caused these creatures to gather together, a true hero is needed to defeat them. Unfortunately, all we have at the moment is a skeletal knight of dubious courage. But bravery and folly are often confused, and so is Sir Daniel, who sets forth, ready to meet the challenges ahead of him head-on, if not exactly jaw-on. Having defeated all the villains he had encountered thus far, a result which was, well, rarely in doubt, the brave knight continued on his quest. And what's this? Another scoundrel? Some abomination sent by the mysterious force, which Sir Daniel must dispatch with him? Oh, well, I'm sure we can all just see for ourselves.
Tell me who you are and why I should let you walk away. Not good enough, I'm afraid.
Sir Daniel has once again successfully defeated those he set out to fight, a result not wholly unexpected. The kingdom of Gallowmere is safe once again, though was it really ever threatened? Nevertheless, Fortescue regains his well-deserved place in the Hall of Heroes. And while he hopes this will be the last time he is called back to duty, deep in his gallant heart, he knows this will not be his last adventure.
Spike, you've done a remarkable job catching those monkeys. I think that may be the last of them.
Thanks, Professor. They seem to be getting smarter and smarter.
Alert! Alert! We've detected a series of events unlike any in our database. By all indications, this could be an alien invasion.
Aliens? Invading?
There seems to be some force at work causing this. Without further data, it may be safe to assume this is the work of Spectre.
Spectre?
There's no time to wait for more information, Spike. If this is Spectre's doing, the entire planet could be threatened. You know what to do.
I'm ready, Professor.
I'm afraid these monkey-catching weapons are all I have to give you.
That's okay, Professor. They're all I need. What are you doing? I almost had him.
Lay off him, Spike. He's just a little monkey.
Those little monkeys are trying to take over the planet.
It looks like he's just having fun to me. Don't you like having fun?
I like saving the world. And what about you? Are you working with Spectre?
Spectre? Who's that? I'm working with Chop Chop Master Onion. I don't think he's trying to take over the world. Yet.
Well, I'm not going to wait around to find out.
Spike, you're back! I'd begun to worry we'd never see you again.
It's good to be back, Professor. You won't believe the things I saw.
I'm sure I won't, Spike. We've got some news here.
I do too. I fought everyone up to the big guy controlling them all. But it wasn't...
Spectre, I know. Charu and I still aren't sure where you were, but we've since detected a true alien invasion. Warships are heading toward all the major capitals of the world.
So Spectre really is back. Well, I'm more prepared for him and his aliens, monkeys, or whatever else he's got than I've ever been before. Where to first, Professor?
子猫どもか。され、ここはお前たちが来るような場所ではない。無礼者が！お前たちには関係ない。されと言ったはずだが、通じていなかったようだな。